from the Ford Bronco ride here, which I'll be on soon. Thank you.
Hello.
Front seat, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Terry, hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Savannah.
Savannah on Down the Road Productions.
Hi, nice to meet you. It's a little difficult without the running board.
No, I have a phone in my camera in my pocket.
Oh,
That's
yeah. Get your range of motion.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So do I need a seatbelt for this?
Yes, please.
Would you film me putting on my seatbelt?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and what motor is in this Bronco?
So this is the 2.7 liter V6 twin turbo that's in this Bronco here.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
And what else can you tell me about the...
So I can tell you lots about this. This model that we're in is the Bronco Badlands with the Sasquatch package.
Yep.
The Sasquatch package is basically our most extreme off-road package that's available.
Right.
It comes with 35-inch all-terrain tires from the factory. That's why we call it the Sasquatch package, because it's got a big footprint.
Yeah.
It also comes with beadlock capable wheels from the factory, upgraded shocks, more ground clearance, higher water fording capabilities, approach angle, and departure angle. So
right. So
very capable truck.
How waterproof is this truck? How far deep in the water can you go?
We can go up to about 3 feet in this truck. So if you get the marine grade interior, which actually makes it so that you can pressure wash the entire interior, which is really
It's got a release valve in the floor for it to drain.
Yeah, exactly. And it also comes with seats that are a bit more friendly for that type of material, and stain resistant and that type of stuff. So if you were really planning on going out and beating this thing up, that would probably be the way to go.
For us and our viewers, with what these cost, you shouldn't beat them up.
I don't know. That's what they're meant to do, though, to be honest with you. So it's kind of like a sports car, right? Like you could say, like, oh, I spent a lot of money on this really nice sports car. I don't want to take it to the racetrack. And I'd say, to heck with that. That's what it's meant for. You know? Same with these. I do agree the price point is high, but there's a lot of technology involved.
So what would something like this cost the average consumer?
This truck, the way that it's packaged, that you see this one here, goes for about $62,000.
Wow.
So that's the way you see this one. Our base model starts all the way down at about 30. So obviously pretty big disparity depending on how you package your Bronco.
Yeah.
This one's gonna definitely be geared towards someone who actually plans to go out and go off-roading, because you're paying extra for a lot of features that if you're not off-roading, you really don't need.
So do all the doors fit in the back of the truck if you take them off?
Yeah, they do.
All 4 doors fit in the back?
Yeah, so you can fit those depending on which type of roof you have. So this one has the soft top, but if you have the hard top roof, it's sectional, so it'll also fit in the back. I don't know if you can fit the doors and the roof at the same time.
I kind of like the look of the hard top, but I heard there was leaking issues with the hard tops.
I think that was only on the early models, like the 2020, 2021, that they were having those issues. So this obstacle here, we call this one the rock crawl. I just switched us into rock crawl mode. So we have 5 different off-road modes we call the GOAT modes. That stands for go over any terrain.
Where was the button you hit for rock crawl mode?
When I turn the knob here, you'll see the different options come up on the screen. So I switched us into rock crawl, which automatically shifted us to 4 low. Locked our rear differential and disconnected our sway bar.
What's your top speed in 4 low? 10 miles an hour?
About 16, 17 miles an hour.
Is the fastest you would want to go?
Yeah, so that's where the gearing starts to basically run out. And again, 4 low is something that we really only use when we need a lot of torque at low RPMs.
I think even in bad weather, people still use 4-wheel drive high. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, exactly. If we were driving on the highway and it was snowing, I would not use 4 low, right? I would use 4 high or all-wheel drive to give this vehicle more traction. But if we were on really technical terrain like this, that's low speed, 4 low is the way to go.
Well, let me just say, as a 4-wheel drive owner, you've got good skill here.
Yeah. So I'm using left foot braking here to help with load transfer, so 2 feet driving essentially.
Okay, so that's a good tip. If you're in 4-wheel drive low and you're rock crawling, you want to use your left foot.
Yeah, so you'll notice throughout this entire course I'm going to have my left foot on the brake, and that's just to help with load transfer, because sometimes the time it takes us to go from accelerating to braking can create a period of time where the vehicle's unloaded and it can cause it to kind of smack down on the backside of obstacles, potentially bottom out.
Great tips for our viewers. Very good tips.
We call this left foot braking here, just helps with load transfer. So right now we're sitting with our left rear tire off the ground.
Yeah, awesome.
When I disconnect our sway bar, it increases our suspension travel enough to put that tire back down on the ground.
And you disconnected the front sway bar?
Yeah, so it leaves any bind in the suspension, which allows it to travel a bit further.
How far?
And,
How far can you drive on flat pavement with a disconnected sway bar?
You can go up to 25 miles an hour until it'll reconnect automatically, so it's speed related.
Okay.
You could drive for hours with it disconnected if you never exceed 25 miles an hour.
Right on.
So depending on your speed really is what's going to affect that. The sway bar is there to stabilize the vehicle for high-speed cornering.
Yeah.
We're switching back to slippery mode here, so it's going to automatically put us in all-wheel drive.
So you really don't have to spin the goat dial at all. You can just run it off the dashboard.
Yeah, so essentially when I turn the knob, what it's doing is it's just showing me the pictures of the different modes up here so you would know what mode you're going into.
Yeah. Slippery would be like a rainy day?
Yeah, rainy day, a snowy day. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Ice. This is all-wheel drive, so it's going to give us a bit better acceleration in those types of conditions.
For sure.
But we're not engaging mechanical four-wheel drive, so we don't have the steering radius and gas mileage we would get from mechanical four-wheel drive.
And what's the... Wow, this is quite a lean.
Yeah.
Now, this has got to be, what, 55 degrees?
21.
21?
Yeah, so you'll see
oh,
on the
my
picture
goodness.
meter there, 20 degrees is what we're sitting at.
It felt like more to me.
It does, yeah. It definitely feels pretty extreme.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that's only about halfway to what this truck's capable of.
Yeah.
Not sure that I would want to try 40 degrees.
Well, it feels like you're going to completely tip over, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We've seen people on high friction surfaces go quite a bit further.
Yeah, it's kind of the laws of physics, and then the laws of physics in your head are completely different than the laws of physics that are in the book.
Definitely.
Okay.
We're going to pull up our cameras for this one. This is our tilt bridge, so the trick to this is weight transfer. We have to get as close as we can to the edge without going over. Then it becomes a jump, and that's frowned upon.
You know, I took my wife to a four-wheel drive park up north, and we had the front of our truck pointing sky high, and we were like, oh no!
Yeah, you're like, I can't see anything!
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, that's where the
it felt like,
really
you know, we were going to tip over backwards.
All right.
Forgive my cough.
Last but not least, we have Bronco Mountain.
Okay.
It is 40 degrees on the way up.
Are we going to see the rock here on Bronco Mountain?
Right, we're going to see the ceiling for sure.
Okay.
We're going to pull up the camera once again, and I'm locking the rear differential. We're still in all-wheel drive. If this was a real trail, I would probably go back to an off-road mode. But we'll have plenty of traction on the metal ramp here.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Wow. You're very knowledgeable. I appreciate you.
Yeah. We'll take a moment to enjoy the views from the summit here.
Okay, dumb questions. I get one or two a week. Has anybody ever like thrown up on you and something like this?
No, not
Thank
yet.
God. Thank God.
Usually the charity night, there's people with quite a few drinks in them, so sometimes I wonder, but
so you're probably doing the charity event tonight.
I am, yeah.
I hope they give you free food. Wow, I felt that in my gut.
Yeah, it
I
gives
know.
you a little stomach drop feeling.
Hey,
right?
let me say thank you from On Down the Road Productions.
Absolutely.
You made the video.
Well, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. God bless.